Good morning, Tammy, Sarah, Blue Mermaid. I hope you are all doing well this morning. Sorry about well, I guess I did actually hit 8 o'clock on the dot. I hope we are all doing well this morning. Running a little bit late, so I'm a little bit out of my element right now. Got my coffee done, though. That's the best part. So, tell you we'll start off with what am I doing this morning? Why am I running late? Well, I took a tumble yesterday and I split the top of my hand open, and I'm waiting on the place is called emergency medical. It's like a doctor in a box, not non-emergency care, I guess you call it. But I'm waiting for them they're going to text me back. I'm on the waiting list to go get stitches in the top of my hand. I took a picture of it before I bandaged it up. Where is my gallery? There it is. Well, either way. So right here, in between the knuckle, right here, I sliced my hand open, and pretty good one. I did a good job at it. Ouch is correct, Lisa, and good morning. Sean Thomas, I feel very sorry. I'm praying for you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Golden One, good morning. And there we go. Got tilt on my chair on. Apparently, I only took a picture. Well, I took a picture of myself bandaging it up. So I took a picture of it before. Wait, no, I did. I sent it to my wife. Oh, there it is. The Mike. Good morning, Mike. Gianna, cement shoes. I can't go to the ER. Well, I could, but since it's not an emergency, I would have to wait outside because of the COVID rules, and they're only letting people in one at a time. So they have what's called non-emergency care clinics that are set up. One is across the street from the hospital, and then they have a bunch of them that are normally there for, well, I have the cold, or I think I have the flu, or maybe I think I have COVID, or whatever the reason might be, you go there. And these non-emergency centers are set up just for that, to keep the ER from getting flooded with stupid people. Good morning. I can't read the name. Looks either Croatian or Russian. But good morning. What happened? I took a fall and I landed with my hand backwards like this and split it open. So like right here between the knuckle and where the knuckle is, and then over at an angle. Trying to find the text message. All right. And that's not going to show up at all. That's my hand right there. That red spot is the split in my hand. I don't know if anybody can see that. pretty good size cut, deep. It went all the way to the bone. But regardless, I'm waiting on them. I gave them my number. They're going to call me when my number comes up. Last text. I am number 84. I am 84. But I have a question for everybody out here in the community who is here on the stream. Good morning, Debbie. Has anybody ever used those electronic, you plug them into your wall and they get rid of pests? Because I have done everything I can think of to get rid of these stupid flies. My fault again. I left the window open here in the studio to air it out after we had sprayed probably way too much that Febreze stuff, because it kind of had a funky smell in here. But I want to know if anybody's ever used one of those electronic devices you plug into an electrical outlet to get rid of pests. Golden one? Yes, I was. I was in the United States Marine Corps. Do you have a medic friend? I do not have a medic friend. I do not have any friends who were medics at all. Most of us were either in artillery, my friends who I was in service with. We were either artillery, grunts. Let's see. Well, I was logistics specialist, basically a grunt. Golden one, you've tried them? No, I got fly strips up everywhere trying to get rid of them. I got six fly strips up in here. Good morning, Light Feather. Good morning, Beth. Fog, fly strips or fog. Yeah, I got the fly strips up in here. Cement shoes. It just it doesn't seem to be working. It's like maybe I have the world's smartest flies. If you guys keep on seeing this, there's 2 or 3 of them that are in here just buzzing around. And I don't even own a fly swatter. I don't even own one. Good morning, William. How are you doing this morning, sir? Sandra, good morning. From what the reviews I've seen online of those ones you plug into the wall is, I guess they're supposed to emit like a ultrasonic sound that only certain pests like mice and other rodents, can hear. It says most of them of the reviews on them that dogs can't hear them. French kisses, blue French bulldogs, Alberta. Good morning. Long time no see, French kisses. I hope you are doing well. Good morning, Cece. No, I'm not having a problem with fleas. Flies. I opened up the window to air this place out, and I forgot to close it. And then I came back, and I've got flies in here. But the reviews that I've seen on Amazon say that they work on flies and gnats, and I'm just curious if they work. I just want to get rid of these flies. I might have to bug bomb this place. Don't want to have to do that though. I'm always really careful about any kind of pesticide or anything like that I use, because we have bees. I've got about 75 yards, maybe not even that, outside of the door of here. We've got one hive that sits in the garden, and I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt the bees. Good morning, Lori. We keep almost all food in the fridge cracked. Consider also a glass of sweet wine. Put a plastic wrap over the top of it with a rubber band. Poke holes in the plastic. It really works. They go into the wine. Now I've tried something similar to that with to catch wasps. Wasps are yellow jackets, I guess. A piece of chicken, and take a 2-liter bottle, poke holes in the bottom, and put a piece of chicken, raw chicken inside of it, and they'll go up through the holes to get to the raw chicken. See, William says, my mom and I would have really bad fly problems at a house, and we used to live in when I was a kid, so we both started a group of just the two of us, and we called ourselves the Samurai Fly Killers. That's cute. Good morning, love. How's it going? How's your homeschool going for Taco? Molly, well, I am a kindergarten teacher right now who is not getting paid. I don't get any time off, and I have no options for calling in a substitute teacher. I love watching my son develop and learn new things, but boy, do I want a couple days off. A week, a month, a year. Yeah, it's going great, Molly. It's so exciting to watch him learn new things. It really is. To hear him say a word for the first time, because you have to keep in context. Not only as a father, it's great to hear your children, to see your children learn. But my son is autistic and he's speech delayed, so it's a little bit more of a struggle than normal for normal children. And for him to be able to sound out a word and actually be able to say it for the first time, and then be able to come back to it and still know the word, there's no greater feeling in my heart than watching him be able to do that. Homeschool starts today here, 10th grade, and damn, I pull my hair out. Yeah, Lisa, well, my son's not going back to school. They've already decided that he's going to be for the remainder of the future. No time line set when it's ever going to stop, when he's going to go back to school. Good news, everyone. I am now 77 in line. Will, have you tried those electronic swatters? They have them on Amazon. They work good for bugs. No, Light Feather, I haven't tried those. I saw them this morning when I was on Amazon looking around for different things that possibly get rid of them. I don't even own like a regular like $1.99 or 99-cent fly swatter. Flies, I hate them. Camilla, good morning. Hope I didn't miss anybody. You're yabbering away. Yvonne, see, our school locally in Scotland went back last week, and COVID now in it. It's not been closed. Good morning, K-Love. Your computer's acting up. Good morning, Shrug Trotter. I'm having a game night tonight. Invited to the panel. It's if you're free. What time, Cece? What time? Your time is it? Deb, I don't know if I'm going to be able to golf today. Vicky Carpenter, good morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to miss you. I hope you were doing well, Vicky. welcome to the stream. The fly problems would be during the spring and would peak in the summer. Karen, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm definitely. I've never seen flies like this before, William. You should have seen them when I first came in here the day after I left the window open. I'm in there probably 100 in here. Apparently, I don't even have it's over there. This is what I sprayed. Was Febreze Air Gain. I sprayed this entire thing in the entire studio here. Ow, that hurt. But then I came in here the next day and there were flies everywhere in here. Apparently they like the smell of this Gain stuff. A little in there left. Little. 9 p.m. Eastern time. 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. CC live stream. All right, I wrote it down, CC. I should be here. So 9 p.m. Let's do that. Convert the time right now. 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that'd be 6 p.m. my time. Carla, good morning. Carla, my family is doing excellent. I took a little tumble the other day, and I'm waiting to go get stitches in my hand, or at the very least have it go looked at. Pretty sure they're going to have to put at least a couple stitches in it because it's about that. Well, here, sorry, it's about that long. It goes across the top of the knuckle, right here, in between the. Starts off in between the lower knuckle and the pinky, and then goes in between over to the top of the other knuckle. I threw this on. You know, I never realized just how limited we were on first aid supplies until this happened. I told my wife we should probably stock up on first aid, especially with our little Daredevil. Sandra, am I a football fan? Yes, I am. Very much so. Next Sunday, I actually run a fantasy football league. And next Sunday is our draft. No. Tomorrow. Yeah, the 6th. Today's the 5th. Boogers. I have gnat problems this time of year. Little boogers. Now I understand where the pesky boogers, as in not burgers, like feather. Okay, I'm trying to. I saw the other comment, and I was trying to figure out where does boogers, buggers come from. It's too late for stitches. Will they put them in now because of infection? Oh, shit. Do you have an open wound? Hope not. Yes, CC, I've got 6 of them up in here. fly ribbons, and there's a handful of them in here that are flying around they're just not getting with the program. They're not landing on them. Love football, but I'm so disappointed in the NFL, SEC, go Bama. When it comes to college football, I think I would say I'm more of a Roll Tide fan, and well, I always root for my alma mater, Washington State University, the Cougars, but Mike Price is gone, so you never know. NFL, I never played football in that capacity, like, professionally, but I've played flag football myself. Got some pretty nasty injuries from that too. Shrug Trotter, yeah. This is the actual studio. There's a corner right here, but three out of four walls have been done like this, and then we did the ceiling, and then, with the soundproofing panels. Looks really nice. I mean, we spent a lot of time on this. It wasn't that hard on the budget. Time consuming. I had my friend came into town. Every time he came to town, we did the electrical. He worked on a little bit more on the electrical. I mean, he made out a list for me of different things I needed to buy from different electrical supply companies. And we did that. And then another time he came in, we did upgrade the lights in here. So, and then, slowly but surely, I mean, they're not completely done yet. Next is we're going to take the ceiling down with the sound dampening tiles that are on it, and we're going to raise the ceiling in here. And we're still working on trying to figure out how we can do that, and then put the lights in so they're at a different angle. I'm very fortunate in that I have a lot of friends who are in a lot of different trades, who are more than willing to come here and help me with this entire project of putting this place together. And you can't see the table, but I made this table. Oh, that was my contribution, I guess. I made it out of let's see, 2x4s, 1x2s. And then the top is hardwood flooring. The skirt around it is made out of recycled pine boards. So I told my wife, I go, we ever move, this damn thing is staying here. This thing for the table weighs probably 150 pounds. And thank you for the super chat or super sticker there, CC. I appreciate it. I'm depressed the Seahawks don't have Richard Sherman anymore. I'm not. He's my favorite player since he did his Crabtree rant years ago. Yeah. There was a time and a place for Richard Sherman with the Seahawks cement shoes. And right now, he can go ahead and stay down there in San Francisco. He's not the dominant shutdown corner that he used to be. And right now, he is, he's just excuse my words here, but he's a giant shit talker now. There are so many other corners out there, younger men, who are just coming into the league, and those who've been here for going into what they call their sophomore season, that are far better, speedier than Sherman. He's never gonna live up to the hype that he's built up around himself. Michael Crabtree makes you sick, golden one. If you want to pick a perfect, Richard Sherman shit talking moment, I guess it would be when he confronted Tom Brady. Come get me, bro. Come get me, or whatever the hell he said. Oh, you mad, bro? Back cleaning, listening, huh, CC? Well, thank you, Shrug Trotter. I'm working on it. What I should have done like a before and after of this entire space. See, the far wall here is 30 feet. It's like 30 feet and like 6 inches or something like that, just over 30 feet. And then there's a half wall on the far left that is what? So 2 by 4 by 10, so it's 10 foot, a little bit over 10 feet because of the 2 by 4. And then the third wall is just a little bit smaller than a bay for a 2-car garage, so it's about 8 feet. Yes, EC. It's on my my community page. Martin Dehan originally put it up, and that's where, at least where I saw it. Martin put it up on his YouTube, and then I saw it, and I've been sharing it ever since on my. I have no idea where it's at actually. I should check on that, see how much they've actually raised. Last time I checked on it, they only raised, I think, about $3,000. Yeah, it's like $3,486 right now. 108 donors. Can I go back on camera? I'm here. I don't have the camera on because I'm smoking. A lot of lies out there about what the money is for. A lot of lies. Some of the lies that you'll run across about what the money is for is that Frankie Jr. wants to use the money to buy a new truck. Frankie is going to use the money to go to Europe and take on, armchair detective. Nope. None of that's true at all. 100% of the money that is being donated to that GoFundMe is for them to start an anti-harassment and bullying law called Shannon's Law to stop people from harassing them particularly, but other families who go through tragedies where people have gone above and beyond. You have your the U.S. Constitution, and they're very aware of the constitutional rights that everybody has to talk about the case, what happened to them. But the harassment, the constant bullying, the stalking on and off of YouTube, I couldn't live through it. I can't, imagine anybody else wanting to live through it. CC went live today. Did you go live this morning, sweetheart? I didn't see it. I didn't get notification on my phone for it. I'm currently number 72. I'm waiting to go get stitches. AD is a joke. I'm hoping they can do something. He is back talking about them. I heard. Oh yeah, he started another channel, Armchair Detective Official or something like that. He started all. He got booted off. This is what I don't understand, and I'm going to rant here a little bit. Okay, putting aside Armchair Detective, I don't want to talk about him. You know, he's going to do his thing, and right or wrong, and 90% of the time wrong, but he YouTube kicked him off the platform. So what did he do? He went right around and he started a whole new channel, and then told all his fans, those who were out there that were still left, that he's not going to go live on that channel until he gets 1,000 subscribers and he is able to be monetized because, well, frankly, he's doing it for the money. That's his thing. But my rant is, why does YouTube allow this kind of behavior? They kick you off the platform for obviously breaking the rules. Why do they allow you to then open a second channel to continue the same behavior? So now everybody who is getting harassed on the other channel has to now take it and turn it around and report it, from the second channel. And will they use those complaints to shut the second channel down? I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous that you can harass someone, bully them, stalk them, and break their community guidelines and their copyright infringements and everything else on one channel, and then turn around and start a whole new channel. I mean, I have so many problems with that. It's ridiculous. Good morning, Gayla. Yeah. Good morning, Zelda. Here listening from over the edge of boring Oregon. Listening to Sophia triggered me as I experienced something similar when I was 14, when the folks forced me to go with a 45-year-old total stranger. Sorry about that, Zelda. I really am. He doxed Nicole Kissinger, then found out it was someone completely unrelated who just had bad luck having the same name. Brilliance. Yeah, well, they did it several times, Cement Shoes. There's a lady I think she's either in Wisconsin or Minnesota, who has unfortunately the same name, and they doxed her and posted the information online. And it turns out this African-American lady, who, if they would have spent just that much more time online, they could have pulled up her DMV photo. It would have blocked out the information, but they didn't bother to do that. And they doxed me. They doxed me not once, but 3 times. And they got mad at me because, I offered to help him. So, he's just a weird old British man with Buddy Holly glasses. Are they? Yeah, they do kind of look like Buddy Holly glasses. Now that you mention that, I never thought about that. But I think that was more of a style. My dad had glasses that were similar to that. Faithful one, good morning. I'm not sure if I said good morning to you yet. So you're scrolling up and down through the stream here. Charles Whitman glasses. Ooh. I wasn't aware that Charles wore cement shoes. I wasn't sure that I just looked him up. I knew who you're talking about. The Texas Tower Sniper, 1966. Oh, there's a picture of him with glasses on. You're right. You're absolutely right. I didn't know that he wore glasses because in my memory, I was just thinking of that flat top, crew top, cut that he had. Wasn't picturing him with glasses, but yeah, he did wear glasses, just like AD. Learn something new every day. I'm going to bed, going to be in and out. Hubby's off to work today, and I'm cooking for him. It's his birthday. Well, happy birthday, Gayla, to your husband. I hope he has a wonderful birthday today. Well, I mean, he went, Yvonne. He went by his real name for a while. I know he went by that. Alan Vinicombe. He's had a lot of different iterations, but his claim to fame was the Watts case was probably what drew in the most people. Is that woman AD lady friend still around? You talking about Miss Mensa? Zelda? Is Miss Mensa still around? I don't believe she is, but she could be. I don't follow them all that great, that well. Hi, my name's Minnie. I'm married to Mickey Mouse. Mary Marlowe. Oh, Marilyn Marlowe? Don't know. Excuse me. Okay. There are names for snipers, and there's a term for a super sniper, but can't remember. I am drawing a blank on that too. Cement shoes. Well, there's one that's dead. Could be. I think Mary Marlowe is still at the channel, but she was having some problems with substance abuse. So I'm not really sure what happened. Well, isn't that seemed like to be the there's more than a couple of them that are on that channel quite a bit who have problems with substance abuse. The only cool thing about AD is the doggy he claims is his, but he borrows it from his son. My GF used to watch him. It drove me nuts. 3 hours a day. Good grief. Don't know. I've been blocked from the channel, that channel for so long. I thought, but I think it was about a month after or 2 months after when he came up with the theory of the third person or second person in the driveway in the shadow. And I had the video forensically examined to see what the actual real footage showed. because I wanted to make sure I was right for my own reporting on the case. And the two different companies that I sent the video to, the unedited video to, they couldn't find anybody else in the driveway. So I offered to share it with him, and that he laughed at me. Probably because he was making more money doing what he was doing. But oh well, moving on. My life is better doing what I do. I'd rather be right and make sure that I was getting everything right than live my life in fear that somebody was going to someday come around behind me and say, you know what, it was all scam. And right now, a lot of his fans are looking around and going, we got scammed. All he did was repeat exactly what was on the news, and he made up a bunch of shit that was really hurtful to people for no reason. Yeah, cement shoes. He works with the FBI. He was an MI5 agent, according to him. People like that, not speaking directly of him, but there are people like that in this world that you will meet who will make up everything and anything, and they will tell themselves these lies over and over and over again until they are actually convincing to themselves that these things really happened. It's sad. It's disgusting. And he will, not him, I'm not talking about him anymore, but they will put these things out there and then they will convince the world that they are true. And it's sad. It really is. Because that's the world we live in today. They play people for a fool. You're one of Trump's kids. Where's my check? I'll be Trump's kid for one of those for a check. Daddy, give me 1%. I am still number 72. 72 in queue. Use apple cider vinegar to attract those horrible little flies. Put half-inch vinegar in several containers. Does that work, Zelda? I mean, I'll go grab some apple cider vinegar right now and put it in little dishes all over this damn place if it'll work. So Gayla, what I did was I cleaned it up, yes, and then I put Neosporin on it, then a Band-Aid, and then I wrapped it because it's right here, like in between, so here's your knuckle. It starts on the pinky knuckle, and then it goes up this way at an angle across to the other knuckle. And it didn't matter what I did, I couldn't get a Band-Aid to stick on it because as soon as it'd stick a little bit, and then I'd walk away. By the time I got downstairs, the Band-Aid was already losing. It's I guess not elasticity, but it's stickiness to the top of my hand. And whatever happened to Band-Aids with the strings? I can't get those stupid things open. I'm just like, I have to rip the paper and then pull the Band-Aid apart. I couldn't. I sat there. The brand new Band-Aids, not like really old Band-Aids or anything, but I couldn't get the damn paper apart. Good morning, Kiki. I was a sub and then a team member for a while to AD. Now I'm completely out for months. crazy theories, tarot card phonies, because there's no decent content for a long time. Oh, I'm sorry, half rudder. I really am. I really am. That will help. Moist so they can stitch. Doesn't urgent care know you have an open? Yes. No, I went there. I in person, and they looked at it and they said since I've got it wrapped now. Well, I didn't have it wrapped like this, but I had it wrapped with big old paper towel, and I took an athletic tape and wrapped it around it. They said since it's not actively bleeding, and they said, do you need to see a doctor right away? I said no, because they were going to then send me to another one in another city over. It's about 18 miles to another one that had a not as much of a wait for people to get in to see the doctors there. I said, no, I don't need to see one right this minute. So they said, well, would you like to be put in queue? We can text you when updates as it goes along, and you'll know exactly when your appointment is. Then when they do get the final text that says it's my turn, I have 15 minutes to get there to actually be seen by a doctor. But yes, they know I have an open one, and it's not life threatening. It wasn't actively bleeding at that point, because I mean, from the moment that it happened, I was like, that hurts. I just went and got a bunch of paper towels and put pressure on it, raised my hand above my heart. Maria, we're getting new hospital here in our small town population, 15,000, Dawson Creek, British Columbia, Canada. Well, that's cool. Need to mobilize that hand for a few days and put steri strips. Zelda, I don't know what steri strips are. Covered with tape. Are those little band-aids? I had them. I mean, so I went into the medicine cabinet drawer in our bathroom upstairs. We got it's a deep drawer, and probably about that long, and about that deep. Band-aids, Neosporin, hydrogen peroxide, and all the good stuff's in there, ACE bandages, and so on. But it's very limited. And just about every box that I was like, this one's got 2 band-aids in it. Why is it still in here? This one's got like no band-aids in it. Why is it in here? But I went through there and I was like trying to find something to put it on there. I was going to go down, come out here and get some electrical tape, wrap it up with electrical tape. It would be the first time I've cut myself, and then a paper towel, electrical tape, done. Will, I thought you just hit me. Pour some hydrogen peroxide on it, and okay, back to washing the floors. Yeah, I didn't use any hydrogen peroxide on it, but I washed it with water, and then on the faucet until it stopped bleeding, as much, and so I could also clean off the area around it, so Band-Aid would stick on it. And then after that, I put Neosporin on it, and then wrapped it up. I'll be okay. Walgreens has steri strips. They're what the ER uses. Okay. I'm pretty damn sure they're gonna have to put some stitches in it though, because I mean it went all the way to the bone and deep. Never thought it would be that deep. I wouldn't hit anybody, light feather. Sorry. Me wave. I do that a lot, and especially when I get excited. I talk with my hands. It bugs the heck out of all my friends. But I'm sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I'm having issues this morning with the internet. Sorry, K-Love. Your son uses duct tape? Yeah. I have a roll of duct tape around here somewhere, but I can't find it. I think my daughter might have stole it. She's always taking it. That and what's called gapper tape. It's used in movie studios and on motion pictures to bind cables together or tape them to a floor. It's black. Most of it is black. They do make it in white and other colors, but I know she took my gapper tape, and I think she made off with the duct tape too. And I'm talking massive rolls of duct tape. Yeah, not like the stuff you buy in a store of duct tape, but massive rolls. So, 2 inches wide duct tape comes in a roll. I don't have anything around here that's even for size reference. But where I live is dominantly a lot of U.S. government contractors in the U.S. government. So you hear about the $10,000 hammer. Well, you haven't seen anything until you've seen the $18,000 toilet seat. Come here, little fly. I'm not going to hurt you, little fly. I'm not going to hurt you at all. Two gone. Karen Duffy, good afternoon. I hope you are doing well, Karen. Rain Dancer. Polysporin is okay, but it actually delays healing. Sorry you got such a bad wound. Does it need professional care? Yeah, Rain Dancer, I'm in queue right now with the urgent care clinic, I guess you'd call it. Non-emergency care, outpatient care. I'm number 70 right now in queue. Gorilla tape. I'm not a big fan of Gorilla tape, but Gorilla Glue, all my woodworking and everything else that I do, Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Super Glue, I'll use the heck out of that stuff. That stuff, when you put that on something, you do not want to ever try to take it apart. Probably look like some weirdo here, moving around all this time. The damn flies. Can't stand flies. Two things in this world that really irk me: flies and ants. Never liked them. Can't stand ants. Can't stand flies. I see an ant in my house, I'll burn my damn house down to get rid of the ants if I ever have an ant problem. Honest to God and truth. That's my wife. For years, my friends thought it was funny to buy little ants, like figurines and stuff like that, or a shirt with an ant on it, picture of an ant on it. Thought it was funny. I don't think I'm funny. That probably has something to do from when I was a child. I was probably traumatized by an ant and a fly. I don't know. But I hate them. Box elder beetles. Is that what they are? Is that a box elder bugs? The things that fly? Like a fly? Do they fly like a fly? They're black and red, at least the ones that we have around here. We call them box elder bugs. You'll find them a lot in birch trees, and there is no way to get rid of those stupid things. Am I nervous about getting stitches? No, Karen. No, not at all. But if I do plan on going golfing, I'm going to need it closed up. I can't be bleeding all over the golf course. I don't think it's going to happen today. Not today, though. Because you kind of need your hands to be able to grip and relax them. Ants Live movie. Michael Smith? No, I don't remember that movie. Obviously, I wouldn't be watching a movie about ants. Don't like them. Don't like them at all. I was traumatized by a giant monster spider when I was 3. I swear it was as big as the bar coaster. That's pretty big, I guess. Box elders don't cause problems, but stink bugs. Ugh. Yeah, we get box elder bugs around here. They're about that big, and they're black and red. There's no way to get rid of them. They get up underneath the siding on your house and they lay their eggs and then they die off, and then next year the eggs come out, are born, and it just starts the process all over again. There's no way to get rid of them. Hi, it's me. I see you. Zap red car profile picture. Gazap. Okay. I've changed my name and picture. Will can't pronounce Gazap. Anyways, hope you are all well. I see you. Now you got a picture. Is that from Fly Away? Oh. Cute picture. Cute profile picture. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible at Duct Tape Bandit. Good morning. Hope you are doing well, Duct Tape Bandit. Magic Roundabout? Is that a British cartoon? Magic Roundabout? I've never heard of it. I'm sure I'll become familiar with it, in due time. I've never heard of that cartoon before. But with a 4-year-old, I'm sure I'm gonna. British kids program. The rabbit was a hippie. About the only thing that we ever watched that was on BBC or anything like that is Blackadder. Black Books? I don't even know if that's even still on TV. My wife and I are big fans of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Yeah, she was in here. I see you. I don't know if she still is. No, Michael Smith. Do I believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? No. I believe that the rich and powerful people that he was about to roll on made sure he never got to a courtroom. There are way too many, things that happened guards fell asleep, the cameras got turned off. All these things just happened to, working, together. Inner Peas, good morning. Blackadder is great. Rowan Atkinson. For anybody out there who's never seen Blackadder, you gotta go watch it on YouTube. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, people might know him from that, but he is definitely Come here, little fly. Come here. I missed that one. There's an Aussie channel where a dude uses Dyson vacuum to kill huntsman spiders. I laughed at myself silly. I'm glad we don't have those here. Don't know, Matthew. I know that at least one person within that group of those 9 that were arrested is singing like a jaybird, as they would say. He is rolling on anybody and everybody because he actually tipped off the authorities to an IP address in Florida. And unfortunately, it turned out to be a 4th grade math teacher. From what the FBI said is they found thumb drives in and around his home, in and around, that meaning inside and out. He hid them in the toilet tank. He hid them behind mirrors. He hid them over all over the place. But he had over 10,000 explicit pictures that they've counted so far. And that was just on the initial sweep of his home. But that arrest came in connection because they of the Georgia sweep, Operation Not Forgotten. Look at my notes here. I actually have that in this notebook here. For once, I actually have the notebook here. Let's see. 400 state and local police officers, federal authorities took part in Operation Not Forgotten. 40 plus computers were seized. 4th grade math teacher. He also volunteered with the Boys and Girls Club. So just in case he couldn't find enough people, enough children to, do things to there in the school. Affleck Ford is his name. Aleck Ford. No relation to the Ford Motor Company or anyone from the Ford Company. His actual last name coming in through his grandparents was Forde. But he uses Ford. His grandfather changed it to Ford, and so on. $31 total charges. $630,000 in bail. My sources for this were WP TV, Channel 5, ABC affiliate, Georgia Detective of Bureau, and the Georgia State Patrol. Fourth grade math teacher. Started off as a substitute teacher and was, he got nothing but great reviews on all of his evaluations as a temporary teacher. And they offered him a full-time job. He's been a full-time elementary school teacher ever since. But he also mentored at the Boys and Girls Club They're not talking about that because they don't want the Boys and Girls Club to take a hit for it. Be right back. I have not heard anything about what you're talking about. Too busy with school and job. So, in a nutshell, Kiki, down in Georgia, they made an arrest a week ago. First off, they rescued 29 children who were being exploited for sexual reasons or for child pornography. They arrested, I think, between that and the other sweep, a little over a dozen adults. In the last sweep, several of those who were caught there had children of their own who were in these pedophilia groups, and they were trading them or doing whatever they're doing with them. But as a nutshell, one of those adults who was arrested has been rolling over on all the others. That's the entire thing in a nutshell. Oh, and of the children, a lot of them were listed on the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This is the third case. 1, 2, 3. See, this is my left hand. I can't move this finger in by itself. Right. It'll never work. All the muscles gone. We were shocked to learn that the Marriott on Waterfront in Seattle has bed bugs infestation. There's bed bug register because Seattle has a massive bed bug infestation. I'm sorry to hear that. I know people. One person who they stayed at, I think it was a Holiday Inn or something like that, and they brought them home to their house. They had to get rid of their beds, the couch that they had, because they couldn't get rid of them. They tried everything. Thank you, Matthew. I don't know about cool tattoos, but this is what happens when you do them yourself. Jesus, you're all talking about bed bugs. My friend of mine moved into a house, was infested. Six times by 3 different exterminators. I hope I'm not buffering to anybody. I'm sorry if I am. Ooh, I'm moving up in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I am number 50. I am number 50 in queue now. Yeah. Keep your condo spotless clean. Yeah, well, I was saying, but they stayed at a Holiday Inn. They were on vacation or something like that, and they brought them home with them in their luggage and on their clothing or something. And it had nothing to do with just how clean you are. Those little suckers, they live off of your skin that everybody sheds. Will is 5150. Google that. 50 insane? Isn't 5150 insane? Oh, 5150 refers to the California law code for temporary involuntary psychiatric commitment of individuals who represent a danger to themselves and others due to signs of mental illness. It has been more generally applied to people who are considered threatening, unstable, or i.e. crazy. I don't know about crazy. Temporarily. I've been 5150 most of my life. They live off of blood. I thought it was a skin that we all shed. That sounds more like it. That's why they bite people, right? It is isn't it a police code? Well, Google it at dictionary.com, because I have dictionary.com that's on the top of I guess, navigation bar. Trust me, y'all don't want to read anything that I have to say unless I use Grammarly or dictionary.com. My grammar sucks. How about 314 for Daybells? Well, the only thing that came up on that one was area code. For 22 to 18 months. Wow. I did not know that. That would suck. Your cat? Cats don't like it if you move furniture. We'd make a good team. Charlie's Angels. Where's the kitty? I don't know where he's at this morning. Bogey's normally in here in the morning with me. I haven't seen him in the last couple of days. Well, I've seen him. I saw him yesterday. I mean, he hasn't been around like he normally is. He's got a new friend. He's got an all black cat that he's been following around, who keeps on appearing in my basement, because they go in through the pet door and then they go through the basement door, which has a pet door on it. And I'll go down to the basement to do laundry or something, and there'll be 2 or 3 cats that are not mine, sleeping on the couch downstairs. But I don't know where Bogey is right now. Good morning, Carolina girl. Afternoon, my fellow true crime followers. How you doing, Will? I've been better, Carolina girl. I'm in queue right now to go get stitches in my hand. But besides that, I'm doing well, and thank you for asking. Family is doing well. My son just keeps on growing and growing and growing, and I'm going to be poor the rest of my life trying to keep clothing on the boy. Well, he's 4, and he's figured out how to take clothes off himself for a while now, but he'd much rather be naked. I don't know why I buy clothes for him. Why wouldn't Chris just let his 2 daughters live? He wanted another woman. Why kill the daughters? He could have killed Shannon and said she attacked him. Well, to answer the question, Mike, without getting too long-winded about it, is people who suffer from the same thing that Chris does, and they do. It is an actual diagnosed mental health issue. Stupid fly. They believe that the family is suffering just as much as they are. and they project their own inner pain on the family. They say, okay, everybody's looking in on me. Everybody is, punishing me. Everybody is punishing them. And he couldn't let the girls live or Shanann live because he wanted to make a fresh break of it all, and they're suffering just like he was suffering in his mind. Be it right or wrong, obviously wrong, but that's really what he believed. Family annihilators. They all pretty much suffer from the same things. Was it part of the plan? There was no pre-thought out plan when it came to Chris Watts. They do that. You live in a college town, Kiki? I live in a college town in Pullman, Washington, where WSU is, Washington State University. And college students do that all the time. End of the year, if they're especially graduation time, they just take all the furniture and put it out in the parking lots, and you can find everything from like lamps and desks, beds, dressers, bicycles. The parking lots are just filled full of stuff, and people walk up and down and take whatever they want. I wouldn't want to take any beds, though. Your Duct Tape Bandit, your cat mom of 7. I have 2 right now, 2 cats, Bogey and Tebow. Mike MD DeCult Brown. Good morning, Mike. Wow, I made it. I hope you and Brandy are doing well. Gianna Marie. Good. Christopher Watts couldn't handle everyday life. Nope. When you break it all down to it and the end of it all, he's a coward. He couldn't hurt anybody if he was in a physical confrontation with somebody. He's a coward. I missed it. What'd you do to your hand? I fell and sliced it open. I have a 6-inch surgical splice that is stair strips and also stitches. Spinal fusion. I'm 5150 and having to stay bedridden. Will's most sane person around. Well, thank you, Zelda, but I think you're wrong about that one. I don't know about sane. I think sanity is it's a very loose term, especially in this day and age. Everybody's going insane. Shine On. NK's Google timeline never sat right with me. I know what they say. It was an error in discovery, but so why wasn't it amended to the case ended? That's the absolute honest truth, Cheyenne. A lot of things that were mistakes that happened in the case. There was no reason to put manpower or anything back into it after Chris confessed. It's pretty much a done case. Well, why spend 500 hours investigating the total involvement of Nicole Kissinger in the case or anybody else when they pretty much had the answers? He admitted to killing Shanann, and then he admitted to killing his 2 girls, Bella and Celeste. After that, what else is there left to do? They can investigate to the point to it's like, okay, was this person involved? Did this person take part in it? And after that, you find that out, you're like, okay, well, I guess there's no reason to go in and correct any other errors. Where is North Korea these days? I know exactly where she is, but I'm not going to get into that. Carolina girl. She's here in the United States. We'll just leave it at that. Matthew. Yeah, I understand that. There's a lot about that case that tears me apart. No, I absolutely do not believe that, Mike. That Stevens. That is it possible that she killed the girls? No. Nope. Don't think that for a second. Could it physically happen? Yeah, she physically could have strangled, or suffocated both girls. She definitely could have done that. By all accounts, everything that I've read and researched about the case, he did it. Candy KB, good morning. Glad you're having a live stream. Well, thank you. I am too. Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m., Candy K. Every Saturday morning. It's been a long time. I've missed one here and there because I've been out of town. And just to let everybody know, I will be out of town again the weekend of the 19th. That's a Saturday. I'm going to another golf tournament for charity. So I belong to a men's organization that's called MTFU, Man the Family Up. I know it's kind of a stupid name, but I didn't pick it. But we basically are a mentoring group of men who mentor younger men to help them get through like the challenges of finding a job, homes, daycare, whatever their issues might be, and also to be someone to lean on. But we're a nonprofit organization. Our nonprofit branch is called Relentless Outreach. And next weekend we have a golf tournament that we're in Spokane, Washington. That we normally have it in June, but because of COVID, things got delayed. But we had a member of the group who passed away and left behind a 6-year-old little girl. And this will be the third year of the golf tournament now. But every year we raise money, and that goes into a trust fund for her to pay for college. When she get access to money, she doesn't have to use it for college, but she can access it when she's 18. But we set up this account for her, and every year the money goes into that, and then we have a silent auction where we raise money for other charities. We usually raise about $20,000 to $30,000, but that golf tournament is the 19th, so I will be gone the 18th, 19th, and 20th. We do a lot with the organization. There are 39,000 members in the Spokane area. Across the United States, it's probably closer to 150,000 members. But we've done everything from it's not just men. We're a men's group, but we've helped single mothers with transportation. Maybe they don't have a car to get their children back and forth to work or school or whatever they may need a car for. We also help each other, fix cars or, and you just basically post on the website. Look, this is what I need help with, and somebody, we have a lot of men with different professions. Some construction, some in automotive, some in this field or that field. And we use our experience to help other people out. I don't know what that's in reference to. Cement shoes, 140 and an IQ test, and they added them all together. 18th, 19th, and 20th. Yeah, the golf tournament is the 19th, but it's so far away as a one-day drive. I go up the night before because I have to. The golf tournament starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not nearby. Don't know if Tim's going to make it. Tim's part of the group too, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make it because he'd have to drive all the way across the state, drop off his grandchildren, and drive another 4 hours to get there. A lot of driving. Oh, Chris Watts has an IQ of 140. Are you sure it's only 20 tests that they had to add those scores together? Oh, I have a new message. All right. I am number 10. That went quickly. Went from 50 to number 10. I'm number 10 in Q now. Now it says it gives me an approximate weight. Approximate weight, 22 minutes. Cool. So once they call your number, I'm supposed to get a text, and then I have 15 minutes to get there from that point. So don't have to go anywhere yet. I believe Ed Kemper is smart, but that Cobra saying ding-a-ling, yeah. Not a chance that she did that to her precious girls. She wasn't perfect, but she loved her family. Cindy wants it to be true, but it's not. Cindy Watts is one evil lady. Ed Kemper, like. I can't believe it, Matthew. The part that really gets me about Cindy. Maybe people can say, look, she's suffering. She has, her son did this. Fine. That was 2 years ago. She's still talking trash about her grandchildren and her dead daughter-in-law to this day. She hasn't stopped. Every author or anybody who's come to her and talked to her, she just keeps on. She's just an evil woman. This is the same lady who refused to allow her husband to attend Shanann and Chris's wedding, and boycotted the wedding because she didn't like Shanann. She didn't like her before they got married. She didn't believe that Shanann and her family were people that she wanted her son associated with. Her words. Yeah. And she's never going to stop. So anyways, the tea that NK gave Celtic is available in the area close to the place she was sandboarding on. Really? I didn't know that. Thank you for letting us know, Kiki. A lot of mothers out there and a lot of fathers out there who have harmed their children. Die, flies! Autophilus complex? I'd have to look that one up. Cement shoes. I'm not familiar with the Orpheus complex. She wanted to marry him. She certainly believed that Chris could do no wrong. Yeah. She's just a hateful, spiteful woman. That's what it comes down to. She didn't like Shannon before Chris married her. Didn't like her the entire time that he was married to her. And now she believes that her baby boy is innocent of everything. That he couldn't have possibly have done anything like this. Shannon. Her name comes, in case you guys don't remember where her name comes from, it comes from the band Shannon. It's a combination. Shannon and Ann from Shannon. I guess only a few of us will actually remember, Shannon, the band. TV show. Info on the T's on the show Unreal on Netflix. I think you've told me that before. I have it on my list of shows to watch, and I just, you're gonna find this unbelievable. But I just realized that I can get Netflix right here on this TV. That we don't own monitors. We own TVs that we use as monitors. But I just realized it the other day when I was online that I can get Netflix right here. I don't even have to go inside my house. I can get it right here in the studio. Or shenanigans. Well, according to I think it was Frankie Senior who posted that her mom was really loved the musical group, and the guy Belzer or something like that, or Bouncer, or I think it was Belzer, on the musical group Shannon, and that's where they came up with the idea for the name. When does the Ohio kids trial begin? I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Sorry, Matthew. The FBI alone, never mind the other LEAs, is pretty badass. There's so much oversight in all murder cases. Conspiracy is not possible. I've been. Hey, there are conspiracy theories that can run on anything, Mike. As long as there's a grain of truth, people make up conspiracy theories about everything. Keep your eye on your appointment time. I've got my phone open right here next to me. I'm still number 10. It hasn't updated. Cindy hated Shannon Watts because she's a racist. It was a Yankee born in New Jersey, raised Catholic, in an Italian background. She did not attend the wedding because it was held in a Catholic church. Now, are you sure about that? It was married. They were married in a Catholic church. Kiki, are you sure about that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I know that Shannon was married once before. Her marriage was not annulled. But was she married in a Catholic church? I thought it was a Lutheran church. A Lutheran ceremony, because her father is Lutheran. Sorry, didn't mean to blow into the microphone there, but Gayla Denson is a bit Cherokee. Is that because you'll catch on fire, Mike? Me and my wife are married to Catholic Church. Gotta think about this for a minute. You know, I should know this. So nobody rat me out. I gotta think about this for a minute. This October will be 25 years. 25 years that me and my wife have been married. Yeah, my daughter's 22. 24, or is it 24 years? Fuck, I should know this. There's a calculator right here on my computer. I can figure this out myself. All right. Calculator. Minus. This will be our 25th. Do the calculations. Oh, is there one on the phone? My phone too? I don't see it. I'm not doubting you. There probably is one on my phone. I just never use it. Didn't know there was a calculator on your phone. There probably is somewhere. No joke. When it comes to setting up every time I get a new phone, which is very rarely, I have my wife and my daughter set it up for me and transfer stuff from one phone to the next phone. Really, cement shoes? I'm sorry about that. I don't know about. I've had my share of bad relationships in my life, and I've had really great relationships. It just happens to be that my wife, Crystal, she understands me and my warped brain, and it works for us. I guess it's more to each their own, right? There's everything except a time machine in your phone? Damn. About the only thing I use my phone for. Hope this doesn't bother anybody, this noise. I got one of these desktop like AC things. But I use my phone to check YouTube Studio to launch videos and to I have like instead of like having like a million cards in my wallet, discount cards and store cards for reward cards, I have it all on my phone, so I can just pull it up and they bring up the barcode and they can scan it for my rewards. That and social media. But the only thing I use it for. Does anyone use their phone to call people? Me. Absolutely hate. I hate texting. Absolutely freaking hate it. My wife texts me all the time, but she can't spell, so she's just like. So she'll, words are always spelled wrong, and I'm like, what the hell did you say? You're right. Great on the Chris Watts case. Love the way you broke it down. Thank you. I appreciate it. And good morning, Annette. Glad you could be here this morning. Sorry if I missed you earlier. Glad you didn't give up. Crystal's a keeper. She is. She's definitely a keeper. But I don't know. I think I'm a big believer in relationships are what you make of them. In this day and age, everybody believes that. Well, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people believe that relationships are disposable. It's not working. Just get yourself a nice little quickie divorce or walk away. I don't believe in that. I believe in it's worth what you put into it. If you don't put anything into it, you don't work on the relationship, it's gonna fall apart. So, work on it. If it's something that means something to you, work on it. I married at the county clerk's office. His mom. Sorry, I was reading your comment and then I got a text alert. I am number 2 in queue, so I am going to have to end this. I'll go back to find your comment so I can. Not all of them, Rain Dancer, on the chips collecting data for the Chinese government. Huawei phones do, and they're reporting back to the government, from what I understand, but I could be wrong. Where the hell did the comment go? I'm married at the county clerk's office. His mom wasn't too happy, but she loves me, and I'm 18 years older than your hubby. Wow, Gayla. Now I understand where the cougar comment comes from. My father was 22 years older than my mom. True fact. All right. Again, I have to get going, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful day. If Cece is still out there, I will try and make her live stream tonight. So it'd be 6 o'clock here on the West Coast, 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, I believe she said, because that's what I wrote down was 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. CC's live stream invited me to be on panel. I have my notes. If I don't write things down, I forget them. That's why I have so many notebooks. But I'm answering your question there, Matthew. I won't be doing one myself tonight, but I'm going to try to make Cece's live stream tonight. That's Coffee with Cece. It's her YouTube channel. That you have notebooks to keep track of your notebooks. Right there, Mike. I have those little notebooks, that you buy like in a pack of like 5. I have one of those I carry around with me everywhere. And then here in the studio, I fill out 2 complete notebooks at a time. Constantly. One I write notes in, ones I write this, the stories down in scripts. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining me, everyone. I don't know about if I'm going to be golfing today, Kiki. I'm going to go get my hand looked at, and then I'm going to go from there. But everyone, thank you again. I will see you later. Enjoy your weekend.